Good morning, gophers and wolves. As you see today, you have a math test, so you will only have one side of a page to do instead of two sides. Let's start with our Bible story called Sneaky Snake. Remember, you can also watch the chapel video today of Pastor Tia. The Sneaky Snake. Many trees grew in the Garden of Eden. God told Adam and Eve, "You may eat the fruit from any tree except one. Never eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil." Now, there was a sneaky snake in the garden. One day, the snake saw Eve near the special tree. It hissed. "Did God really tell you not to eat the fruit from this tree?" The snake wanted Eve to disobey God. It said, "You should try some of this tasty fruit. If you eat it, you will be like God. You will be able to tell the difference between good and evil." The fruit looked tasty. Eve remembered what God had said, but she ate the fruit anyway. Then Eve gave some to Adam. He took a bite too. As the sun was going down, Adam and Eve heard God walking through the garden. He was looking for them. Adam and Eve hid among the trees. They were afraid. "What have you done?" God asked. "Did you eat of the fruit from the forbidden tree?" Adam said, "Yes, but Eve gave it to me." Eve said, "Yes, but the snake tricked me." God told the snake, "Because of what you did, you will always crawl on your belly." Then he told Adam and Eve, "Because you disobeyed me, you can no longer live in the garden." Realize that it wasn't God saying because the snake did this. They made their choice too. It's our choice if we want to listen when someone tells us to do something wrong. Adam and Eve left the garden. God placed angels from a flaming sword to guard the entrance. Adam and Eve would not be allowed in the garden again. All right, let's get started on your math test. So, your math test is going to look like this, and it says it starts on problem 10 because I'm only having you do the second page because it's not fair to make you do a huge long test. I want you to have a little extra time at home to have some fun on test days. So you're going to start by drawing a line down the center. So you have a ones column and a tens column, and then you're going to subtract. So draw a number line, and you should be going backwards on your number line to do 2 minus 2 and 9 minus 7. You're going to do the same thing with 11 and 12. Draw your lines so you have a ones column, tens, and hundreds, and you're going to subtract those problems. When you're done with problem 12, move on to problem 13, and I will read it to you. 10 children drew pictures of shells. 7 more drew pictures of fish. How many children drew pictures? I'm going to read this again. It might be a good idea for you to draw out the children and what they're doing. You probably don't need to draw huge pictures. Remember, when we're drawing out math problems, a lot of times it's easier just to draw a circle. So 10 children drew pictures of shells. So you could draw out 10 children. 7 more drew pictures of fish. So 7 more children. How many children drew pictures? Do you need to add or do you need to subtract to figure out how many children all together were drawing pictures? Circle which one, add or subtract, and then whenever you know how many there are all together, put your answer here. Number 14, 2 first grade classes went on a field trip. The class that went to the beach had 25 students. The other class had 21 students. How many more students went to the beach? How many more? So I would write 25 on top, 21 on the bottom. Draw a line down the middle so you have a ones column and a tens column. show you what that's going to look like. $25, $21. Draw your line down the middle. Are you going to add these or subtract? You want to know how many more students went to the beach. Circle add or subtract. Then add or subtract and write whatever answer you find there right here. Number 15. 3 children found 2 hermit crabs each. How many hermit crabs did they find all together? So I'm going to read that again. You're going to draw it out here. So I will draw it as well, or part of it at least. So you're going to start with 3 children. And each one of these children found 2 hermit crabs. So your picture can look different, but it should have 3 children, and each of those children should have 2 hermit crabs. How many did they find all together? That answer is going to go right here. And that's it for your math test. Let's move on to phonics. Today in your phonics, you are going to be working with rhyming words. Those are words that have the same ending. So you need to help match these words to the correct shield. So we're going to have chair, hair, chief, share, field, thief, dare, and yield. Now, which word matches with care? C-A-R-E. It needs to be another word that ends in A-R-E. So I look through and I find share ends in A-R-E. So I put share here. Are there any other words that end in A-R-E? I keep looking and I find dare is D-A-R-E. You're going to do the same thing for air, shield, and brief. They should be words that end with the same set of letters. Once you've done that, I will read the next part for you, and you need to figure out which words go in the blank. I blank reach the ball. I don't reach the ball, or I can't reach the ball. You blank like nuts. You don't like nuts, or you can't like nuts. Remember, when they have these dotted lines, you need to be using good handwriting and lowercase letters. Normally, you're going to end right on those lines. He blank see the screen. He don't see the screen, or he can't see the screen. I blank have the key. I don't have the key, or I can't have the key. He blank be late. He doesn't be late, or he won't be late. This blank work now. This doesn't work now, or this won't work now. Blank play with Buddy. It's play with Buddy, or let's play with Buddy. Blank time to go. It's time to go, or let's time to go. Blank a very funny face. That's a very funny face, or didn't a very funny face. Blank Sid come to school today. That Sid come to school today, or didn't Sid come to school today. All right. Please remind your parents to send me a picture of your test so I can see how amazingly you are all doing. Remember to work on some extra math today, and I hope you have a great day.